What's going on, everyone? So I've sat there working on my 96 Z28, installing a new clutch, and when you put a new clutch in, you've got to put a new pilot bearing or bushing in. So what I have done is got in there and started trying pulling it out. I used the bread and punch method. Technically, the bread and punch method, what you do is you stuff the bread in there and take the punch and punch it in. And the only place that bread has to go is out, no, to the side and out. So you keep packing it in, and just come, no, didn't work. Tried the puller tool. I went to go to the auto parts store, rented this, tried the puller tool. Puller tool didn't work. I even modified the puller tool because the puller tool was at an angle it wouldn't grip. So on top of that, tried that. I have this for big equipment, big bearings on heavy equipment. I work on cat equipment. That didn't work. What else I tried? There's a video on YouTube of someone taking an Allen key with a bolt, putting the nut back behind there like an extractor. That didn't work. So I even tried the freezing method, freeze off. That no go. It maybe lubricated it a little bit to help it slide out, but ultimately it didn't do a daggum thing. So what else did I do? I pretty much did every trick in the book to get it out. So ultimately what I did was I went, got my Dremel, used a grinding stone, very slowly, started grinding it down on two different spots. So if you can tell, I don't know if you can see it or not, it's cracked there. It's cracked all the way down. But I grinded it down really thin next to the sidewall. And I took a small punch and just tapped it. Next thing I know, it cracks. That whole crack, it just cracked all the way down the center. Same thing here. I did on the other side also. You can kind of see I kind of hacked it up a little bit. I did on this side, did on this side. But ultimately what I did is I did that, dremelled it down, put this back in there, and that bitch popped right back out. I don't know if you can see it or not. I did gouge it just a hair, which ain't bad, but it's out. So I'm gonna clean this up, put the new one in, the clutch put back in, and get on the road. Here's a little tidbit of information for y'all. I noticed that the person who put the old one in put it in backwards. Don't put it in backwards. So you see the tapered edge right here and the flat edge. Flat edge you want to go in like that, because you want the tapered edge out, because the tapered edge will go into the shaft of the transmission. Don't put it in backwards. So, but that's my little tidbit for today. I'll keep you updated with the transmission install. It's pretty straightforward. I did pull the drive shaft, pulled everything else, pulled the transmission, then I pulled the bell housing. A lot easier that way. I don't pull the bell housing off with the transmission. It's hard. Especially if you're on the ground like I am, it's just more difficult. So, but I'll keep you posted with everything else. But that's the lowdown on the pilot bearing / bushing. Just be conscious of if you're going to Dremel, just be conscious of it, because you will nick the crank. If you nick it too much, you throw off balance and whatnot. It'll damage the car more and more over time. But yeah, that's the lowdown. Y'all take it easy. Be careful out there. Be safe. Later.